Good evening, Facebook. We're here, local Democrats in New York, partnering up with Bronx Progressives at the reveal. We have some balloons behind us. If you see, these balloons hold the future of about over 50 county committee members. These people went out and got the signatures themselves in their buildings, in their neighborhoods, on their block. So what we want to do was highlight a little bit of their experience, why they decided to run for the committee, and what they hope to get out of it. So we'll do this for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then we're going to have everybody come up and pop their balloons to see whether they have a contested race or not. So it's going to be exciting. I don't think anybody's done anything like this, so we really appreciate you watching along, and so we're going to take at it. Everybody say hi. Hi. All right, so we're deep in here, and we're gonna go over. First, we're gonna start with Miss Semelis Lopez of Bronx Progressives. She's really been vital in the Bronx in raising awareness about county committee. So tell the viewers a little bit why you want to do county committee, why this kind of work is important.
No, it's critical because it's basically like raising political awareness and organizing at the block level so that we can all be more involved in the political process at the block level. So it's really important for us to be able to be involved and speak truth to power and organize our neighbors on our local blocks, because that's really like your neighbors, like the people that you see every day coming in and out, local businesses, and there's beauty in bringing all those people together so that they can have power, and so that they can get to know each other and come up with a vision for what they would want to see in their community. And that's why county committee is important to me, and I'm sure to everybody in this room. Okay, but why is county committee important? Like, what is it and why is it important? Like, it's important for people to know their local representative, but what specifically about county committee is important for you in terms of politics? Yeah, no, thank you for asking that question. That's really important. So county committee is the most grassroots level of the Democratic Party or respective political party. And it's important because as a county committee member, you're the point of contact between, your local blocks, your election district, the community, and the Democratic Party as a whole. So it becomes relevant when you have an elected official that vacates the position, the county committee members meet, and they choose who's going to get the nomination for that respective party. So that's why county committee is so important, and we need to raise awareness and make sure that we identify more community-minded people that are active in the community so that we can bring them into the county committee process so that we can represent local political power throughout the Bronx. All right, thank you, Semelis. Ali? All right. So how's it going today, brother?
I'm doing good.
Good. So what made you want to do county committee?
I actually want to do county committee because it's like the lower version of DNC, basically.
Right.
And I just recently graduated from the University of Buffalo, and I really want to do that to help out the community.
Love it. And what kind of experiences did you face while collecting your signature?
It was very, I would say it was very interesting to see how people came out and gave me a signature, and they encouraged me because I'm young and they want me to get involved in the community. And I personally want to do this because I really want to help out the community,
Right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Ali. Congratulations on submitting valid signatures to get on the committee. Are you excited for the reveal?
I'm very, very excited.
All right, Lolita, how's it going today? What AD/ED are you running in?
AD and 38.
All right, and then why did you want to be part of the county committee?
I never participated in politics, and I think at age 75 it's time to start something.
All right. So you went out there, you were talking to your neighbors. Can you tell us a little bit about that? How that was? Was it hard? Was it easy? Any challenges?
Actually, not really. I had some people arguing with me about politics, but since I did not know much about politics, I had nothing to argue with them about.
Right, and I think there's enough people arguing these days.
Yeah.
But I feel like people were appreciative that you were out there, right?
Oh yes, yes. Some of them.
All right. So would you recommend other people doing it in the future?
Yes, I think it's fun to meet your neighbors finally.
Right. All right. Well, thank you so much, Lolita.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Lum. All right. This is Alan Lum. He's a Parkchester resident. He's been very involved in politics in the past year or so. So tell me why you wanted to run for county committee.
I was inspired by Bernie Sanders with his goals to uplift the working class families, and I feel like it's time to start a political revolution.
All right, and so how do you feel that being on county committee would start a revolution or continue the revolution?
I think it's a good start because we could establish new policies for the Democratic Party. We could elect and nominate candidates that align closely with the progressive values of Bernie Sanders.
Right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being out here. Which AD are you?
I was AD 87 and member.
All right, we got you there. 56, so that's over there in
right.
Parkchester. Right. And as a mother decided to do it as well. Say hi. All right, so she's been a strong supporter of getting more people involved, so we appreciate you all coming out here. Hector, all right.
Hello.
We got Hector Valentine here. He lives over in Park Lane. That's AD 87, ED 86. And tell them, you know, what really went through your head on why you wanted to be on county committee and how the experience went.
Listen, there are people who complain and do nothing, and there's people who take action. When you have something to say, something needs to be done in your community, you have to be willing to pull your pants up, put your shoes on, and get to work. And that's what we like to do.
All right. So, you know, you have a very large building. How many units are in your building?
353 units.
All right, and you have a good relationship with a lot of the tenants. But like maybe somebody, they're sitting here, they're watching this, they're like, hey, I live in a big building, but I don't really know anybody. What do you feel like the process of collecting signatures and talking to your neighbors, how do you feel like that works in a big building?
Well, it's not a secret, but it's a little strategical in the sense that you got to put yourself where most people are going to be found. So, for example, in our building, we put ourselves in the lobby, normally around the time they get home from work, and that's where we get to meet everybody. A building like us, you ride the elevator enough time to get to meet everybody in the building.
Awesome. And then you're also here with Amelia, who's also a resident of Park Lane. So how have you liked the county committee process thus far?
We haven't done much yet.
Right.
We just collected signatures.
Right, so you're in the first step of the process.
First step of the process. Everything has a solution.
Right.
We can't be part of the problem, we gotta be part of the solution.
Right. And I
So
think
I'm assisting Hector actually.
okay. Well, so it takes a whole team, right?
It takes a village, that's right.
Takes a village, right? So yeah, so these two have been very instrumental in protecting people's affordability in Mitchell Lama program. They're in a Mitchell Lama building, so they've learned the ins and outs of how to fight for tenants, and that's why people like this should be on the county committee, because they have the experience and they really fight for the tenants, and they care. That's the most important thing. They care. Right. All right. Well, we appreciate you. Congratulations again. All right.
Are you recording?
Yes. All right.
Hello.
So, state your name. We see Raymond Gonzalez.
My name is Raymond Gonzalez. I'm running in the 3485 district. I'm running for county committee. The reason why I'm running for county committee is because I want to give a voice to those who haven't had a voice in the past. And, you know, I know that there's a lot of people who have power and they're not willing to share that power to change our communities. All I want to do is change our community, and I also want to get more people involved in the process. I want more people to vote. I want more people to take part in the election. I want more people to show their face and fight any power that opposes helping those who are less fortunate. And of course, those in the middle class as well who need this help as well, who are crushed under debt and all these unfair and unjust government regulations that only help the rich in the few.
And then, so what kind of experience did you have while running?
It was pretty
while,
good.
While petitioning?
It was pretty good. I went from door to door. I kind of gave everybody my message, and I made sure that I just spoke from my heart and just told people that we have to take part in this process, because when you don't take part, you have no voice, and people who have power will do anything they want with it.
All right, so take part of the process is your message, right?
Yes.
You gotta be in it.
Be involved. If you're not involved, people will do anything that they want to do.
All right. And then we have another member over here.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Vasquez. I actually helped Raymond Gonzalez with the petitioning.
Oh, okay, helping out. We need volunteers.
Yes, volunteering is important. Even if you're not running, I hope to run hopefully next year in Manhattan. I grew up in Washington Heights, so I'd love to be part of the council committee there. But it was a wonderful experience helping Raymond run and really listening to the everyday concerns of the local Bronx community. A lot of their concerns were about gangs, drugs, making the streets safer, less dirt, clean streets, better schools, better opportunities. So it was really great to hear those concerns, and I hope to help Raymond address those in the future.
All right, yeah. Definitely. Well, thank you
it's
so
just
much.
a start.
Thank you so much for helping
just
out.
a start.
Yeah, because so we're gonna have 14 EDs that are contested. So what we need is folks like you to come and help the people who have races, knock on doors, and get more people involved.
And make sure you take part in this
All
when
right.
you can.
Hey, Jeffrey. All right, so this is Jeffrey Korn. He went out, he got how many signatures you got, Jeffrey?
I don't know, probably 270.
All right, and see, Jeff believes housing is for the people, not for profit. So tell us a little bit about the process, why you wanted to be involved.
I wanted to see my neighborhood. I wanted to talk to people in the neighborhood.
Yeah, and what else?
And getting people involved, because we've been, the policies in our neighborhood, people do not vote. We have to get them to vote. And I'm just trying to get people involved.
All right, and then what was your experience like?
Some positive, some negative, but just talking to people. Just being able to do what I'm doing. And just thank what I'm able to do. All right.
Interview over here.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, thank you. Tabitha, you want to say a few words about why you ran for county committee?
Sure.
And why it's important?
Hi, I'm Tabitha Rodriguez. I feel like I'm at the spot. I think it's important because the communities need to be involved. There are many things that are going on in this world today. And I think the more educated we become, the more we can educate the community and work together to not only just work with the elderly, especially our youth. If we don't take care of them, who's going to take care of us?
Right.
So I'm hoping that we can make some good change and bring the community back together.
And take back our political process,
Basically.
right? And make it work for the people.
Exactly. And
All
Democrats
right.
we are, and this is what we're going to do, and we're going to make change and be ready for us.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Was that right? Hey, congratulations. Congratulations for participating in this process.
Thank you for everything you do. It's really finding out about groups like Bronx Progressives that really got me inspired. I've thought about being more involved in politics, but it's really your group that has helped that make possible. So I really thank you.
Yeah, no problem. We're here to help. It's really important to educate people about the political process and involve the regular, everyday person.
Yeah, follow Bronx Progressives on Facebook. They're friendly, and even if you have no experience, which I had none, they welcome you with open arms.
And get
Thank you so much. Yeah. No, but wait a minute, Raymond. I'm not done with you.
I did it.
Oh, you already did it? Well, you want to say a few more words about why you did county
All I want to say
committee?
is it's so important for you to get involved. You can sit there on your couch watching this and participating in other ways, but the most important thing for you to do is get out there. And even if you don't want to run, support us, support those who are running, support those who want to usurp power and change things. Support us.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi, congratulations for running for county committee.
Thank you.
How do you guys feel today?
Excited to find out the result.
What's that?
Excited to find out the result.
I know. Are you really, really excited?
I'm not really excited.
All right.
That's a big achievement for me. I'm very demure.
So tell me a little bit about why you decided to run for county committee and why it's important in places like the Bronx.
Sure. I mean, I think that being a part of the Bronx means like being defiantly yourself and kind of define the powers that be, who are telling you a lot of messages about what you're worth and how many resources should be devoted to your neighborhood and your community. And so basically getting on the county committee is kind of us having a voice and being able to affirmatively state, actually, you're really missing out on getting a full understanding of what our community is like, what our community can do, and the kind of power that it holds. So really it's our way of getting back and showing up in a way that will send a clear message that we're not just going to sit around and let you do messed up stuff to us.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's a great way of organizing your community at the block level. And you know, like at the end of the day, as a county committee member, it's limited what you could do individually, but the power in county committee lies when you can identify hundreds of people over time that will end up being county committee members. And you know, collectively, if we come together, we can really transform the vision and the course of the Democratic Party here in the Bronx.
And I mean,
So
I think in terms of
I'm really grateful that you've decided to participate in this process.
Thank you. I'm grateful that you guys decided to make it so easy for us.
Yeah. What were you going to say? Because I interrupted you.
Basically, I think that just showing up is sending a really strong message to the, as they call it, the machine, because I think that we've been getting passed over a lot, and I think that because people are assuming that we wouldn't show up, and even showing up to this limited role, we'll be able to send a strong message.
Right. No, thank you so much for participating. I really appreciate your comments. Hello there. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. So my name is David Diaz, and I decided to get involved. You get tired of just sitting back and watching things happen, and the truth is, all politics is local, and it starts right in your community.
On your block.
Right on your block, right? And we're thankful for you guys to really, like Rosemary said, to make it a bit easier for us, right? To get involved and to show us how easy it is to go and not go out and knock on doors and talk to people. It's an amazing thing. So I'm looking forward to being a part of that. And
well, you were already a part of it because you collected the necessary amount of signatures for you to even be here today.
And that was a little bit harder than I thought, I gotta admit, yes.
Yeah, petitioning is difficult.
I brought my son the second day, which made it a little bit easy. He's 10 years old, you know, but I gotta get, I want to start him early too and have him understand what this is all about.
Yeah, so you already you got your feet wet in the process. Like petitioning is basically like the first entryway into the political process because it's the first opportunity that you get to meet your neighbors where they're at and to, involve them in the conversation and let them know how names get on ballots.
It's shocking to find out how many people just did not feel connected at all, right? And they were like, "What are you doing? What is county committee? What's all this about?" And
what did you tell them what county committee was about?
I said, we are going to, be your voice, right? We're all Democrats, right? But we're not all the same. And if you, believe in progressive politics, you believe in the machine having too much power, that's what we're going to hopefully change. That's what I think.
That's why you got the amount of signatures that you got. Thank you so much. Gonna keep making the rounds. Hello. How are you? Hi, Dejetta.
How you doing?
Do you want to say a few words about why you ran for county committee and why it's important?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I found out on May 26th that I was placed on county committee in 2016 without my permission.
Really?
Really, and that got me very, very angry. I was really incensed, but I turned that anger and I said I'm going to use it for something positive, and I decided to run. And I'm very grateful to the Bronx Progressives because they gave me the incentive to run, and they also gave me the respect by asking me to run. They didn't just decide to put my name somewhere without my permission. And I'm very upset because they always take advantage of women and decide for us women without asking us and letting us make a
without
decision.
requiring your consent.
Right. So now what I did was I ran for county committee because I'm always passionate about my community and I want to help the residents in my community, and by running for county committee I can be a liaison between the residents of the community and the elected officials, so I can actually tell the elected officials what they need to fix, what our residents need, what they want. and not have them decide what the community wants. So yes, I ran and I'm proud that I ran. I don't know if I'm going to win the post, but I definitely decided that it was time for me to do something on my own without county committee deciding for me, without the machine deciding for me. And I feel very upset about that, and I think that the Bronx County Committee needs to be a little bit more open, and they need to be less retaliatory when people decide to run on their own, and they need to stop putting barriers when some candidates are running against an incumbent. And that is why I ran for county committee.
Wow, well, thank you so much for your candor. I really appreciate that. I mean, right now, this movement, it's not really that we're trying to be against anybody. We're just trying to democratize information so that the community can have access to these tools so that they can organize themselves at their own leisure, right? And it's important, like what you said, asking people for permission, asking people for their consent to be a part of that conversation.
Right.
People should be given that respect.
People should be able to get that respect and make their own decisions.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for weighing in and participating in the process.
Yes.
Give yourself a round of applause, Dejera. Yay! Woo! Hey, Gerald. How are you doing?
I'm very good. I couldn't be better.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, like, this is an experience that, you know, like, representing your community. Like, I wouldn't give this up for anything. This is one of the most fulfilling experiences that you can have. You know, the reason why I did this was because we need more people who actually have the people's best interest in mind in these government positions. You know, all these politics, all of these people in office are just bought by corporations and don't have the best people's interest in mind. And what I want to do is get these people, get more people involved, because when regular people actually, you know, get involved and run and vote, voting, you know, we actually get things done, and we can get these progressive policies passed. Medicare for all.
I think you're channeling Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez right now.
Exactly.
A Bronx Progressive Executive Committee member, by the way.
Yes, and who I volunteered for.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, these positions and these policies are popular. You know, the vast majority of the American public are in favor of these policies. All we need to do is just tell the American people, you agree with us, whether you realize it now or not. And that kind of message does resonate with the vast majority of the American public. All we need to do is you know, care.
And start. It sounds like what you're saying is that it's really important to start the conversation, right?
Exactly, and
because we have a lot more in common than we have differences, irrespective of political parties.
Of course, and you know, whether it's Democrat or Republican, liberal or conservative, these labels don't matter, because we're all living in the same country and we all want what's better for us. We're all living. People in same classes. So, you know, if working class people, if their voices are heard,
right,
we'll win.
All right. Well, thank you for participating in this process, Gerald, for being here today, and for sharing your insights. And, you know, we'll see in a few minutes whether or not you're going to have a race.
For sure.
And if you're going to have a race, you have your work work cut out for you.
Yeah, but I'm pretty confident that I'll have the people on my side.
Yeah, and everybody in this room, if you have a race, will be helping you knock on doors too.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Joe.
Hi, Jose.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jose. I'm running for county committee at 39 ED, 77 AD. And to keep it real quick and short, the reason I'm running is because this gives me the platform to unite and gather the younger generation so that they can get politically involved host programs in our communities that are financial literacy, health literacy programs that can enlighten the folks in our communities to actually partake in the process of the democratic process, right? So that we can actually start reducing the rates that are constantly being talked about in the news. We talk about obesity rates, the cardiovascular rates, the diabetes rates that are rampant amongst our communities. We can hold health literacy programs that can teach the elder and the younger generations how to manage their health much better than they are actually doing it now. We can talk about financial literacy in our community, where many of our folks are not financially savvy. They want to buy houses and homes, but they don't really know what steps to take, right? So when we come together and use our resources and mobilize them, we're better able to actually disseminate the resources and actually create upward social mobility for our people. So to keep it short again, County Committee will allow me to use this platform and just enlighten and embrace everything that I just mentioned to you. So thank you again.
Jose Bejarán for President 2020. County Committee, then the President, then the world. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Javier. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Can you talk to me a little bit about why County Committee is important and why you're participating this year?
Yeah.
And how many signatures you got?
So I got over 100 in 2 buildings that had about 665 registered Democrats. So I knocked out almost every single door. And I believe that County Committee is very important because it is the most local level of grassroots in governance in New York. And so I think that's how we can really organize and get voters excited about these upcoming elections, whether it's in midterm elections 2020. And it means a little bit more when one of your neighbors is coming out and talking to you about a specific candidate as opposed to some stranger knocking on your door. So I believe that the committee membership is very vital to get people interested, get people to participate, and hopefully work together to change some of the things that we are concerned about.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for being here. Are you excited to find out if we have a race or not?
I'm very excited. I'm not sure what the outcome is, but nonetheless, just like we worked hard on getting petitions signed, we'll work hard if we do in fact have a campaign, and I can't wait to hit the ground running.
All right, thank you, Javier.
Thank you.
Everybody say hi real quick. Hi. Say power. Power. Power to the people. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Woo. Hey, you wanna? Lorraine?
All right. All right. So everybody, be on their balloons.
Wait. Oh yeah? Awesome.
Alright. Everybody have the question?
Yeah, we're just waiting for the race to come out.
Alright, okay. Alright. You gotta go in there.
Okay, so I got 2 of them. We got 3 people, wait, 4. Okay. Larry, come on in.
Alright.
Thank you for allowing us to be
So,
here.
I think everybody again deserves a huge round of congratulations. Okay, everybody here, I know put in many hours of sweat equity with King. We have all different races, all different ethnicities, all different age groups represented here. And I think it really shows that from the bottom is where the power of the people comes from. Can we agree to that? All right, a lot of people are going to try to make you feel you just got on county committee. What does that mean? That's really nothing. No, they want you to start. Right? It's a start, but it's also one of the most powerful positions that exists within the Democratic Party because it represents the true local voice of the people. You are their party representative. If you all submitted signatures, they all did not get challenged, so that's a great accomplishment right there. So sparklers or streamers. If you have blue above you, your ED has no contested race, which means you are automatically on the Democratic County Committee. Okay? If you clap the balloon and blue comes out, that means you have a race. Woo! We should be excited to have races. People should know and vote for the people that are going to represent them. We don't want it easy. Okay? So that means if you don't have a contested race, you need to pair up with the people that do. Help them knock on doors. And what local Democrats in New York is a multi-candidate committee. So we have very little funds right now, but what we can do is we can support you by designing literature for you all to do. But each and every one of you, I think if you brought somebody here, it's great because we can discuss after what we can do to support each other, get the resources in, because the grassroots likes to think that we don't have to do any of that work, get that money, but we do if we want to do this. So I think we're going to count down from 10. Everybody's got a push pin? All right. Come on, this is another balloon. All right. So I'm going to count to 10. Go. You got the push pin? Yeah, do first. Just hold it down and do it. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gold means you have a race. Gold means you have a race. Blue means you do not. So that's it. You saw the reveal. We have 14 election districts where we have races. So people, you see the link bit.ly/donatelDNY. You can see all of these wonderful people. They're excited. They have races. We have people to support them, but we really need your support in getting this going. So everybody say goodnight to the live stream. All right, good night, everybody.